if they play like that in Villarreal, they won't win. If they play like that in Italy, they won't win. And so when people talk about it's all about results, yes, it is at the end of the day, but performances like that won't continue to bring you those results. But at some point, it'll dry up for Cristiano Ronaldo when United are playing like that. And that would be the concern for me. It's not the fact that, they played badly tonight. It's the fact that they played badly tonight. They played badly against West Ham. They played badly against Young Boys of Bern. They played badly against Southampton and others. And maybe have scraped a result here and there for whatever reason. But that, again, going over this point, is just completely, I think, painting over a coaching system there that has no clear idea of what he wants to do with this group of players.
Mark, there is a feeling, and maybe because we're outside of the UK, we have this stronger feeling that Ole is kind of protected within the media in the UK because of the number of ex-Manchester United pros that are there. And a lot of people accuse us of being anti-United, anti-Solskjaer, wanting them to fail. But the fact of the matter is, when we look at the money that they've spent and look what they're achieving within that team so far this season and some of the laboured results they've achieved, it seems that Ole's got a special protection around him. Is that fair?
I'm not sure it is fair. I think generally that the reason why Ole Solskjaer seems safe to me is because I think it's the owners and Ed Woodward, the chief executive, have been so burnt by having Jose Mourinho and prior to that Louis van Gaal, two very, very kind of strong personality managers who will criticise the ownership, that they just like having Solskjaer there, who is so inoffensive and meek and mild that he doesn't trouble them. And I think Solskjaer also has this strange kind of hold on the fans who, they're still basking in 1999 that the guy who scored a goal as a substitute in 1999, a big goal by all, let's be honest. But still, this nostalgia fix at United, it's all about looking back, and it needs to be about looking forward. And in terms of the criticism from the former players, yes, they got stuck into Mourinho, the likes of Scholes and Ferdinand and Neville. They haven't done so yet with Solskjaer, but, Gary Neville's had a bit of a go. Paul Scholes had a bit of a go. They're getting to ask the questions now. But I do think that Solskjaer's got this strange kind of force field around him because he's great for the owners. He doesn't criticise. He's very statesmanlike. He says the right things. He praises the fans. But eventually, surely somebody eventually will say, this is like the Emperor's new clothes. There's nothing happening here. There's no progress. There's no sign of, not this horrible word, this philosophy. What is Solskjaer's philosophy? We don't know. You watch them play. What are they trying to do? And I don't think that they've won a game this season or in recent times because of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, Craig was talking about the group they're in with Villarreal and Atalanta. Villarreal will win games because of Unai Emery. Atalanta will win games because of Gasperini, their coach. Elite coaches get results out of good players. Man United, I've said this before, that they're an elite team with elite players. They need an elite coach, and they haven't got one. And it shows because there's no sense of this team having any blueprint or pattern of play which is going to win something. It's ironic for me that the only game they played really well this season was Leeds United at home on the opening day. Now, Leeds are the one team that will attack every team they play, so it's great for Man United because United love teams that attack them at Old Trafford. Everybody else is sat back and defending. United can't break them down because they don't have a plan, they don't know how to do it. So they're relying on all these great players to find the way themselves. And so far they've got away with it because Ronaldo or maybe Bruno Fernandes has got them out of a hole. That won't carry on forever. And against better teams, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, maybe Villarreal, Atalanta away, we'll find it out.
Mark, I just want to switch gears slightly. I know to be able to have this conversation with you for a while. Jadon Sancho was so good at Borussia Dortmund, such a fun, exciting young player to watch. He's done nothing since joining Manchester United. What's going on? What are you hearing behind the scenes?
Well, obviously, when he didn't have a great summer in the Euros with England, there was a couple of fitness issues, and I just don't think he's kicked on from the Euros. And I think people at United have found that he's struggled to adjust to the pace of the Premier League right now, and he's not quite there yet. I think he arrived without that kind of sharpness that you'd expect from a player of his quality. And I think it's taken time. And you watch him play, and he's playing out of position. He's better on the right flank than he's playing more on the left flank. Again, maybe Solskjaer has this master plan for Sancho that we don't know about, but it doesn't seem to be working for him. So I think he needs to get fitter. He doesn't look 100% fit to me. And I think that, give it a month, maybe you might start seeing something from Jadon Sancho, but I think he needs to play where he wants to play, where he's best at playing. But they've got so many attacking options that I think it's squeezing them all in and getting the best out of them. And when Marcus Rashford's fit, maybe then Sancho will go back to the right and Rashford plays on the left, but we just don't know at this stage.
Final word on all of this to you, Craig?
Well, no, I just go back to the point about, Villarreal have lost the game, but you can clearly see, and the players that he's coaching, and some of them are sort of misfits from other clubs in the Premier League and around Europe because they don't have a budget. But they stretched that whole pitch, and you could see they had been coached in the way they played. And as Mark said, there is always, in these scenarios, an air of desperation for Solskjaer when he's just bundling people on left, right and centre trying to get a result. And those results are just, keeping, the wolves from the door at the moment and keeping the Glazers happy because they don't really want to sack him because, as Mark said, he keeps the ship sailing along without too many bumps and he doesn't bang his fist and he doesn't shout. But ultimately, I think this only benefits, particularly in England, all the other big teams that are vying for the title because they have what I would call proper coaches at the helm. And I think ultimately, at the end of the day, that will prove to be the difference.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.